Hello and welcome to my channel, The Fountain of Youth. So I'm sure you're very curious about what this channel is all about. This is my channel to share some of my wisdom and knowledge for the younger generations. Here is my theory. Well, first let me just mention that I decided to do this after a deep space in contemplation and reflection on this whole political process. As much as I want to be out speaking and doing interviews so people can see me, that's not what's happening. And so I have to find my own way to share what I have to say because it's necessary right now. And I am drawn to the youth in this country for several reasons. And let me share those. The youth are our future. And if we don't pay attention to the young, and I guess when I say young, I'm talking about like 30 and younger. The place where you're not quite jaded yet, and maybe I've met a few 20-year-olds who are jaded with the world already. But for those who have not yet become set in their ways and to that place where they're like, nothing's ever going to change, it's all bad and that. So this is the opportunity for me to share with you so that you can take your hope, your hope, maybe that idea that we can change something, your passion, and put it into action. To give you some tools here. The reason is this: our nation is only as strong as our youth. If we think about it back in the day, right, and I don't know if this is still true today, I don't like to think of us as a warring nation, but the reality is if our nation was old and crippled, another nation would come in and take over, right? It's our youth, it's our ability to be strong and intelligent that gives the image to the rest of the world that we are not to be messed with. That's how we have gotten as far as we are in world power. And so it's important that we continue to develop our youth and to share with the youth. And so in running for president, I've decided to take on this role of teacher. Not that I know everything, but I've lived some would say a hard life. And I'm only in my 30s, but I grew up on a farm, and I was raised with boys, so really like learning these hard lessons of hard work and discipline and sticking with things, and I'll share more about that in some of my videos coming up. So there's that, and then I was in the military, went through a lot, but then just an independent woman, so I didn't have any money from my parents to set me out and to pay my bills while I'm out there like trying to figure it all out. I've been independent and trying to figure things out on my own. So a lot of lessons there for you. And I want to share those because here's the thing. All of this passion that you all have, I see the youth striking on Fridays for climate change, marching for our lives, for the children who are being gunned down in their schools, and politics doing nothing about it, right? Or very slow moving. This is not what we need. It's not what has to be. And you guys know this, right? And then those kids who are speaking up against bullying, who are becoming these protectors of the innocent. As much passion as you have, if you don't have the physical tools, the ability to implement your dreams, it won't become anything, right? And so as your elder, as somebody that's had a few more years of experience in living this hard life and being exposed to the hatred and the ignorance and the garbage and not giving up, but facing it and overcoming it, I want to share some of these things so that you can have tools in your toolbox that when somebody comes against you and shuts you down and be like, you're never going to have a peaceful nation or a prosperous nation, you can tell them to talk to the hand. You guys don't even say that. I don't know what you young ones say. But you can tell them to go and shove it. We can have this reality that you all are so passionate about in changing. And I want to share with you the tools. So join me along the way. This isn't just for the young ones. Maybe you're in your 60s and you're ready to learn something new and how to really embody this beautiful dream that you have. And I will leave you with this. We act on what we know unless we dream. It's in those dreams that we can begin to see something different. And then once we've seen something different, we want to act on it, right? So let's begin to dream and then create a reality from this dreams that we have. That's how every genius before us, that's how electricity was invented. Electricity was not there, right? It had to be thought of or dreamt of or imagined for it to become possible. Just as our nation right now is not a peaceful or prosperous nation, but we can imagine it to be so, we can gain the tools that we need and work together, and it can be so. Let's work together, and I'm excited to share with you. Keep pressing play, and let's learn together.